Feature Friday.
The freshest.
One of the performances that has been requested is by an old boy, a 10-year-old boy called Peter Rosalita. He is from the Philippines, I
Yes.
think.
He is.
But he went to America's Got Talent in 2021. And he's a young little kid, and he's going to sing.
He is 10.
Yeah, right?
Right,
And I have
he's
nothing. No one said anything else. They were like, it's better if you don't know shit.
Fair enough. He's singing all by myself.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, loud.
Just
Oh,
mother.
mother.
Ah, it's good old Bob.
What?
I know his name is Simon.
Wow. He does look like a Bob when you think about it.
He does look like he's a vampire and has never aged. I know he's had surgery and shit. But still, though, it's still quite impressive.
It is impressive.
Pull it back. Look at that.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, he looks exactly the same as in 2007.
Actually, Efra, that is scarily correct.
Right? I know he had an accident, so I don't know if he's doing it right. Like, he had an accident like last year or something like that in a bicycle or something.
In a bike?
Yeah, like he was like, no, like just a normal bike. Not like a motorbike. Like a normal
okay,
bike.
like an actual bicycle.
Yeah, he had an accident or something.
Oh, I didn't know.
I think he's fine now.
Oh.
But yeah, go on.
Wow. Oh, this is nerve-wracking.
We've
I
seen
love Sofia Vergara. What do you mean squint? What do you mean squint? That kid! Okay, yes!
When I dialed telephone, nobody's home.
Ah, wow, that's so
Also,
interesting.
The stance, the way that he's standing, his body latissimus dorsi support is incredible. Look how well grounded that kid is. Obviously,
At such a young age, right?
A lot of things are against him in this particular environment. One, the type of audience that he's playing towards. Two, the obvious tell that the mixing is not made for him. Three, the nerves. He is a child, and I can tell you the nerves would play such a huge role in this type of performance.
We did see the beginning where he kind of walks in and he taps in the mic
Yes.
and
Like,
he's charming the fuck out of everyone. I should swear he's a child. He's not a child anymore though. I know he is.
He
2021, so he's now 11.
There you go.
Yeah, but yeah. So we did see the beginning, but let's review the performance.
I love Sofia Vergara.
Every Latin
Look
woman
at
ever.
her. Look at her. I love her. It is interesting because you're hearing the mixing that they get from in the console, right? Like the pro already done for TV mixing, the post-production mixing. But I love it when they open up the actual environmental sound that you get in the this.
Now pull it back.
Just let me go back. That like reverb big echo effect. That's what is actually happening. That's why the fallbacks are so close to him on stage, because he needs to get a more grasp of what it actually
Fallbacks
sounds
are these
like.
things. Oh, you melon.
No, I can find them. There was a better. This bad boy's over here.
That's the exact same angle, you melon.
Ah, look, they're here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I can find a better angle. Anyways, those like speakers right in front of him. Those are the fallbacks. Those give him a more realistic sound of what would actually sound like on TV. Not the best, but the closest he could possibly get. The people are going wild. That also has a lot to like the response for you as a singer.
What's his name? Terry Cruiser. But technically, he's so good.
Look at this situation here. Gosh, that kid is so well trained.
Explain why.
Okay, explaining. The gain in the microphone is quite pretty is very amped up. So he needs to have like the right type of distance, not to saturate the mic, which lets you know that he's really well versed on the usage of a mic. If you are new to singing with a microphone amplification, this actually is quite intimidating in any type of like live settings. It's quite intimidating to hear yourself being reproduced back. And when you're belting, this becomes a huge problem to understand how far or how close to the microphone you gotta get to not saturate, but not to sound too distant in the foreground, in the background, right? So the whole idea of understanding the positioning of the mic, it's one trick. But then there is the posture situation happening here. A hand to anchor the back, really nicely elongated the back of the neck. There's a really nice space, and he's really well anchored on his chest. This tells a lot about how he's been taught, maybe on performance, maybe from a standpoint of vocal technique. It all could be a compilation of a lot of singing competitions, a lot of wow factor when you're on stage. This isn't his first rodeo, that's for sure, right? This might have been the biggest one yet, but not his first. Yeah, and that is an obvious tell there.
It would be certainly really interesting to look back at his past and see, perhaps since he was 5 or 4 or 6, which is usually the age where most of these kind of like kids at the age of 10, 12, 13 become so comfortable. They usually already have about a good 5-6 years in their belt, under their belt, performing publicly.
Which is wild, isn't it?
Yeah, perhaps not performing professionally, meaning the sense that there is money involved. But definitely to an extent where, there are parties, there are birthday parties, weddings,
karaoke parties,
singing competitions, school competitions,
yes.
Extracurricular activities. So I believe that that's probably what his curriculum at this point is. But there's certainly something that we discuss, especially with children. It's quite interesting to see which ones crumble under the lights and which don't. And specifically, then there is the kids that crumble under the pressure when the lights are on. There's those that perform exactly as they did in performances, in rehearsals, and then there's the ones that perform way better and they shine under the lights. And it seems
this is a good example of that shining.
I love his surname, Rosalita.
Rosalita. See, he's so aware. Man, he's so anchored. He is so anchored. Yeah. I love it.
Notice also how he hasn't moved. This is really intriguing. Very, very interesting coaching is received before this.
I understood right from the beginning, from that wide stance that he secured, that this kid comes with experience. Okay,
that's so interesting.
Peter comes in here with experience, not only with the this is how you're gonna do the song and this is how you're gonna perform it. No. He knows exactly what works for him. He knows exactly how to hit those notes, what anchoring he needs, and maybe he isn't even consciously aware of those things. He just knows they feel right, they feel good, and they allow him to perform to his best capability. He also understands that there's a lot of expectation.
Yeah, this could go wrong.
And he also grows to the expectation. I am impressed. Incredibly
maybe the mother
impressed.
sings. Father, let us know the story.
Maybe he's modeling other singers because there's a lot of grown-up attitudes to this. Yeah. Maybe somebody close to him is a show performer.
Very likely.
Mm. 'Cause
See, interesting, right? You see, did you notice that? That's quite intriguing.
That's a cool tell.
This is the brilliant stuff about children, that they won't hide things for the sake of hiding them, because they're yet to understand the dynamic of the fucking TV thing. That mic just went off, right? So that it doesn't pick up any type of feedback or the fucking that. And then it goes back on.
Yes.
Right? And then the mixing is now completely different, because speaking voice to singing voice, completely different shit.
Yes.
But that's quite interesting. So a lot of the time because there's always the question in these TV shows.
Maybe the reverb went off. Maybe, there's a lot of things that they put on for the performance and take off for the speaking for the sake of post-production.
That's why I love kids. They're like,
they're so genuine.
what the fuck? Why is this off now? By the way, if you do that to a mic in a show like this, boom, boom, boom. So that mic is off now, yeah.
Okay.
Because they completely took off the reverb now, so it doesn't sound the same. Go on.
It's adorable.
Let's see what they said.
They loved him. It's great. I think he goes through straight away, I think.
Have a look. Are you your favorite person?
Oh, I love her.
Oh, we loved you. Howie, what did you think?
Oh, you're amazing.
He is.
And you're so cute, like even when you talk to us.
Everyone says that I'm cute.
Everyone.
Hey!
Everyone says that. I know what
You know
I
what's
got.
funny? He probably means that shit. It's like, everyone says that, but I don't know why.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice.
I predict you're gonna go far in this competition.
Thank you. Heidi, what did you find? I think you're incredible. What I want to know is, like, what do your neighbors say when you rehearse these types of songs?
Good fucking question.
They got surprised. It is so high, you would think like a glass would explode. Yeah. I mean, Mariah.
Yeah.
Watch that.
Man, that kid was
him.
made
He's
to
so
be on
cute.
camera.
Yeah, he knows exactly how to like interact, and obviously the nerves here. You've already done your part, so
special.
how do you continue with the actual conversation interaction? Because that's a different ball game.
Yeah,
right?
you know what? You know what's quite funny?
A lot of
Look,
people don't prepare for that part.
Let me tell you this, right? So some of your favorite artists, right? Like they're really good singers and they're really good, like what would you call it, entertainers on stage. But they're so bad at the whole social dynamics aspect of this thing, of like the whole speaking to people and the whole speaking to judges or other people in
It's a
auditions.
completely different game.
Managing crowd control and stuff like that. They're so bad at that there's other people that have made a living out of teaching that to other artists.
That's true.
And I'm not knocking them like that. This is a coachable thing. We've gone through it. Most people that decide to do something at that stage have to go through it.
Yes.
But it's so interesting to me that it's like,
There are some people that have it naturally.
yeah, some
Like,
people
it's
just
just-
presume that all artists just have it, but it's like,
It's
no.
not. It also, I can tell you from as a child that grew up in the industry itself, like having to that part
Not
of,
at this level.
no, but like that part of like learning to speak to people and say the right things. You can't just say whatever comes to your mind. You have to like read the situation and all the
Especially on
stuff.
TV is weird.
Yeah, I remember that being such a nerve-wracking part of the training. I always hated it because
quite
it
funny
was so hard.
Because ballet, you were definitely older than me. I mean, the year difference is 3 years. So, you know, you were 9, I was 6.
Yeah.
Right? And these were the years where, you know, TV interviews left and right. And it's like, I remember, because I
Loving
was so
life.
young, I could do whatever the hell I wanted.
Yeah. You got the young card freedom.
Yeah, like all these really hot, attractive hosts would sit me on their lap.
And you were like, yeah.
I could lay back, could just flirt with them and stuff. It was hilarious. Like, it was so fun. And I didn't understand half of the shit was going on or the pressure. But then I started to understand them when I turned 10, 9, 10, 11. So it's really cool that, you know, at his age, he understands the magnitude of things, but he truly shines.
He's also able to be himself in the most performance perfect manner, and I love that.
See, I'm pretty sure people are interested as well in seeing what the big dog said.
Goosebumps.
Thank you. Everyone, voice, an amazing personality, an amazing energy.
Thank you.
Everyone is going to fall in love with you after this audition.
Thank you so much, Simon. I think I'm not
Yeah, and he hit it right. He hit it right. It is he is the right package for this type of environments. He's got the right attitude. He performs to a level that, gosh, many would wish to get to. He understands the dynamics on stage, with the microphone, with the people, no matter how much pressure there is in the environment. Incredibly impressive.
Well, let us
Love
know
that.
perhaps if there's any other performances you'd like us to check out. I don't know how far he got, but also what's more interesting, I think at this point, this is now over, right? The whole
I think
America's
so, yeah.
Talent thing for that season. So let us know where he's at right now. Maybe if he's produced anything himself or if he's singing. Let us know and we'll be more than happy to check it out. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.